Welcome back to A Minute with Alan. 17 years ago, I converted to Catholicism. My wife is Italian Catholic back to the Medicis, and after X years of marriage, her prayers were answered, and I decided to convert. I won't go into the reasons now, but I've been delighted with it. And I became a lector in the Catholic Church, and I read twice or more a month, and I'm also a Eucharistic minister, and so is my wife. And we went to church the other morning for Lent. During Lent, you go every morning if you can, and they're brief masses, but it epitomized to me the problem that the Catholic Church is facing. I mean, it's facing a lot of problems, but it's faced problems throughout its history. But the problem now is a marketing problem. I mean, I can walk into a church group and lower the average age. And for example, when we went to this Mass, the woman who was reading wasn't prepared. And she didn't read well, and she didn't read loudly, and she had no inflection, and she just read as though she were reading the phone book. Then the priest delivered the homily, the sermon, extemporaneously, and he was terrible. He didn't project. He wandered all over the place. He paused for long times, and it was awful. And so the religiosity of the service, the liturgy of the Eucharist, which is what it's called, that was pious. But the liturgy of the Word, where you have readings, it was awful. And this is a marketing problem. I can't picture a younger person walking in for the first time and considering church in this manner and saying, oh, this is what I need. And so all of us need to think about our audience. And I don't care if we're selling cars or if we're selling insurance or we're in the church. And I don't care what denomination church. I don't care what religion. And so we have to think about, not that we have some captive audience. I don't think people are threatened anymore about eternal damnation. I think what they want is a kind and generous and calming experience at least once a week or on the high holy days or sometimes every day. But it's a big problem. And you must keep in mind your audience, and you can't take anything for granted that they'll simply accept whatever they're given. Because I'll tell you something, it's getting harder and harder to listen to this.